This podcast may contain adult themes and triggering topics. Please be kind to yourself if you get triggered by what we discuss.
Also, this isn't a substitute for therapy or counseling. Please listen to the appendix at the end for some of our recommendations for resources that will help you find a qualified mental health care provider.
Now, we take you to a time in the near future where emotional abuse has been appropriately deemed a crime, and the survivors find a home to reclaim their lives and freedom. This is Haven, and these are the stories of the Reclaimers.
Truman.
Sonia, hey, when did you get back?
Just yesterday.
How was it?
It was indescribable?
You sound like you don't know.
Am I supposed to know?
Hadn't you done it before?
Yes, I mean, sort of. My first time wasn't great, so I was looking for this to be a little more of a change.
And it wasn't?
Well, no. It was more... It made me kind of annoyed.
Made you kind of annoyed?
Yes.
What part?
Truman. The only part that matters.
What part was that?
The part where the audience had to interact with us.
Excuse me?
Well, yeah, you can't expect us to just do it all alone and make any difference.
Wait, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the conference.
So am I.
I thought you were speaking virtually.
No, they decided to have a panel. Live, last minute. And you know how I feel about panels in the first place, and live in the second place, and last minute in the third place.
Yes, I do know how you feel about all those things.
Wait, what was that?
What?
Truman, you broadcast that.
Okay, I can't hide it. Frankie told me, and I'm so excited for you both.
Truman, that's not fair. Who all have you told?
No one, not a soul, I promise.
Okay, because this isn't the sort of news that you just blurt out. People are going to be mad if we just share this over VidCom. I can't believe that partner of mine told you.
I am his brother. Kinda should know about stuff like this.
It's kind of personal, though.
You think this is personal?
I happen to think that anything that happens to me is personal, yes.
It's not just happening to you, though. It's happening to both of you.
I'm the one that did the work, though?
He didn't help? Even a little?
Okay, so he sort of got me into this whole mess.
See?
And then, yes, he was there through the first few months when things were kind of dicey. I felt sick almost the whole time, every day, crippling nausea and waves of exhaustion. And now...
Congratulations on your promotion.
Thank you.
What was the nausea about?
Imposter syndrome.
Ah.
Don't you take that Advotone with me, mister.
What? That wasn't an Advotone. I said one word.
Yeah, but you're doing the face.
What face?
The Guthrie face.
I'm sorry, what? The Guthrie face?
Yes, both of you make that face when you think you know something more than anyone else around you.
And you think I think that I know something more than you know about what you think?
Truman, stop doing that.
Doing what?
Looking like your brother. You're making me miss him.
Sonia. Ew.
I missed you, buddy.
I missed you too. Is Frankie still in NY?
No. Right now he's in Mexico City.
What's he doing there?
Some infrastructure thing. Mexico is the newest addition to the Heightened Receptor Alliance.
Hey, they joined? I hadn't heard.
Yeah, it was actually Frankie's team that convinced them. They walked them through all the fun little neurobiology tech the Alliance can offer now.
Huh, Frankie didn't tell me that.
He hasn't told anyone. I had to find out from Topher.
My brother, the strong silent type.
Silent? Yes. Strong? Absolutely.
Sonia. Ew.
I know.
All right. I should be annoyed by how much ridiculous lovey-dovey stuff I'm getting from you about my pipsqueak brother, but instead...
Yes?
I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
You're really happy?
I'm really happy.
Okay, because I know what a jerk he can be.
You know. That must be all you, because he's never been a jerk to me. He's only ever been sweet and kind and adorable and strong.
What will it take to get you out of here?
Come over for dinner on Friday? Frankie will be home and we can tease you all proper like a brother and sister-in-law should.
You sure he'll be good with that?
Why do you ask that?
He's just been kind of quiet lately.
He has?
No, don't tease. He's okay?
Yeah. He seems contented and he loves his work and...
And?
Maybe you're just seeing him after he's done with work. He's usually pretty exhausted.
True.
Tell you what, come over for dinner and see for yourself.
You know what, Dill? Just don't call me, you know.
What? True-me?
I don't know which is worse, that you call me that or that you know about it.
Don't worry, I won't call you that in front of anyone but family.
You're a punk.
I learned from the best.
And he said Truman can't read him?
Yes. I'm still not sure about everything. I'm holding out to see how things go. And Ben's still under Security Council supervision, so there are places he can't go, even within the VIP status.
Why did he get VIP status again?
Oh, VIP is such a horrible way to describe it.
Yeah, we both hate that term.
Why use it then?
It's just shorthand. We were writing all the best practices for the Haven. It's been a lot to think about everything.
So, if it doesn't mean he's important or gets more status, what does it mean?
Means he gets more non-advo attention?
Right. He has security posted at his doors. He's got check-ins he has to go throughout the day.
So he is more important then. It sounds like he's tracked more. What if you just called it VTP, very tracked person?
Works for me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Attie.
You don't have to apologize. You can talk about him all you want. It isn't going to change things.
Let's change the subject.
Gwen got accepted into the heightened grouping at her school.
She did? That's wonderful.
Yeah, she started to sense images and get generalized bundles when feelings are big.
From all of you or just you?
Well, she's still not getting them from Pheeny, but she is getting them from Zuzu, so that's pretty amazing.
Wow, that's a developmental jump. Is Zuzu getting things?
No, but she's still young.
True. Pheeny, you all right?
Yeah, I'm happy for Gwen. I just wish we could have some heightened space that's ours.
You will. I feel confident that you'll find the space together.
And did you see that new study about heightened kids?
I didn't. What did it say?
Biological mothers feel the bond first because of the oxytocin connection in the mother's bloodstream. Communicates through the placenta.
I got that. Now it's my turn to ask. Persy, you okay?
Yes. Nervous. We're going to do another round of IVF.
Attie, you are?
Not we. Persy.
You're going to try to get pregnant, Persy?
Yeah, not now, but in 6 months we're going to start the course and see if I can do it.
I thought, not to be pessimistic or anything, but I remember
Yeah,
that...
they've got some new treatment out, working through where the egg is placed and so on. OB said it might work in my situation. We'll see.
That's wonderful news.
I cannot imagine you pregnant.
Yeah, well, try.
6 months, huh?
Yeah, I wanted some time as co-director before I give it up for any amount of time. Figured 6 months of waiting, 3 months of trying, 9 months of pregnancy should give me a good amount of time before I have to take leave.
And she's going to take leave.
I know.
Did she try to argue with you?
Oh, sure did.
Oh, self-care first, Persephone.
I know. My OB said there's no way I can do it unless I take the time off. But nobody here needs to worry. You've got Jeanette.
I love her. She's so fantastic.
I'm getting that. She's not you, Persy. No one is. You are needed here. And you also deserve a life. So, yes, Jeanette and I can handle it.
Just don't mention it to Topher yet.
Why not?
He's got a lot riding on some of our upcoming missions.
The one back to the encampment?
Not the encampment. We renamed it the community.
Yeah.
Whoa. You're upset.
Maybe.
You're making that face you make when they talk about Ben?
Yeah. I'm not happy about Persy doing that. And I'm certainly not happy that she's doing it alone. Whose idea was that?
I'm not going to be alone. I've got the other operatives on the team.
Yeah, but not Pheeny or even Topher.
Pheeny can't go. And Topher has the mission with Luis.
Still, Why can't it wait?
Because they're shutting it down for the new installation as it is. I'm able to be there for a full 24 hours when no member of the community will be. I don't have to run into anyone that we may have put there, and my safety level will be at its highest. This is best for everyone.
You'll be triggered. This is the first time you've been back since your abuser kicked you out.
I see. Pheeny, did you by chance replicate that sleeping bag I requested? I want to drag it outside the security entrance.
Not funny.
Actually, that's a little funny. Not because her pain is funny, but because she can joke about it. There's a kind of triumph there.
What about a sleeping bag?
When my abuser kicked me out of the encampment during the discard, I had to sleep just outside the gate in my sleeping bag.
Had to?
Her abuser wouldn't let her stay inside. He was trying to trigger her to get her to torment herself. She shamed herself about it for years, turning it into a symbol that the abuse was her fault.
But, and this is to reassure both Attie and Pheeny here, Nina helped me reframe it as a symbol of courage and the ultimate moment where I took my power back.
Love that. I love to hear stories of survivors taking their power back.
Me too. Attie, that's what this trip is to me. Taking my power back from that place. Turning it into the community helped. But I left a lot of my shame there. And I'd like to go get it so I can heal.
Percy's got a team of people that had to approve this. No one would have signed off if there was any indication she wasn't ready to go.
And I made you a promise, Atreya. If you say no for any reason, I won't do it.
Don't put this on me. I'm not here to make the decision for you. It's your choice, your pace. I just need you to be safe. My anxiety about this needs to be honored.
You're right. Let's say it that way. If for any reason my safety is threatened in any way, I'll leave. And I'll put a directive in the mission notes that if it seems I'm not capable of making that decision, I'll have the team remove me.
With force, if necessary? Against your will, even?
Agreed.
I'll personally make certain that's in the mission notes.
Okay, then. That helps.
And yes, if I get pregnant, I won't go on missions during that time.
When you get pregnant, you can go on missions when our darling baby is 6 months old. Remember my postpartum?
Deal.
You two are so cute.
Cute. Says the stunningly gorgeous.
Ooh, agreed.
Why, thank you. What kind words to hear from dear friends. I'll happily take them and enjoy them while we're apart over the next few weeks.
Okay. Hot wife and cute friends. Have we forgotten why we're here?
Oh, right. Sorry. Sonia's birthday party.
Yes, back on track. Thank you.
You realize she's going to be so angry, right?
No, she may hate most surprises, but this one's going to be awesome. A promotion and a birthday on the same day? How could we not?
Right then. I have the bourbon all reserved.
You did? Oh, she's going to be so happy. How did you get it?
I told you, Sonia's pretty well known these days. I just dropped that it was for her, and they scrambled to cancel their other reservations.
Wonderful. Okay, that gives us food and location. Truman can get her there all right?
I think to say that Truman can is an understatement. That he's punk enough to do so, more like it.
Truman said Franklin's going to take the whole weekend off so he can stay with her after.
Aww.
Where's his HQ again?
Here in D.C., but he's been working exclusively out of the New York office.
Not a bad commute.
But not great.
I think when she sees that Franklin's there, she'll forgive us the surprise.
Oh, I can't wait to see her face when she finds out.
Well, there's the fact that he said that I was controlling.
What else?
There's nothing else. That's all I can think about. That I'm scared. That I'm scared he won't be found guilty. And what if he doesn't? I've worked so hard and so long to get brave enough to testify against him, and now we find out that the threatening VidCons worked? None of the other survivors testified.
You felt alone.
Yes, I felt completely alone. All those girls I saved, and they got to them. Those poor girls.
Truman, you've got to tell her about the legal stuff.
No, I know about the legal stuff. I know about their testimony from before still counts. I know that the threats are proof of coercion and that proof of gaslighting, and I know the statutes and everything. Truman's explained it all. Thanks to the justice reform, their initial declarations can all be admitted, and every retaliation from my abusers will work against them. I get that.
Well, that's something.
Yes, it is, but after that?
I'm getting that disappointment.
Those girls? I shouldn't be another person in their life that's disappointed them.
I need to say something difficult to hear. They let you down, dearest. They had a chance to help you, support you during the trial. They had a chance to show up and be by your side, and they let you down. Of course you'd feel grief and fear about it.
Yes, but they don't have you. I have both of you.
You didn't have us when you left Little Flock alone. You didn't have us when you chose to make it possible for them to escape. You did that alone.
She's right.
I just don't want to be like my abusers. I don't want these poor girls to feel like they owe me something.
Can it be both? Can you not be like your abusers and still feel sad that you're not supported?
Maybe.
I don't think you are like your abusers.
For the record, I don't either.
I just feel overwhelmed.
Tool?
Yeah? Which one?
Delay, distract. Pheeny taught me that when I use the word overwhelmed, it usually means it's time for delay, distract.
That sounds like Pheeny.
But delay just means I have to deal with it later. I'll still be overwhelmed. It will just be later.
Or,
when you use the tool, you can break up the emotion so it isn't so big.
yes, well said, Rosie.
Oh, thanks. Okay, break it up. Do one emotion at a time or a little bit of the emotion at a time.
You two are so confident right now.
Because I've seen it work.
Okay. How do I break it up?
I like to start with distract.
What could possibly distract me from all this rumination?
Rosie, what did you use?
At first, I just used having as many sessions as I could with Pheeny.
I can't do that because I have school.
Later, I started using service.
Service?
I made a list of all the activities on the schedule at the Haven, and I circled all of the ones I thought I'd like to help with.
Ah, so you just stayed busy.
Yes.
Did it help?
No.
I thought you were leading to something here, Rosie.
I was. It didn't help at first because I had so many reminders of my abuser in my thoughts.
What made it a good distraction?
Talking to other people. Once I actually started working with other people and talking to them and making friends, I had a lot of other people to focus on.
Sounds like you used both delay, distract, and replacement.
Yes, I did. Good point. I actively looked for places in my thoughts where there were reminders, and then I went looking for replacements.
That is really clever, Rosie.
It was a Pheeny trick. He said that looking for replacements was a way of distracting myself.
Jenna, I'm getting the shift.
I think I've been focusing on my disappointment.
And rightfully so.
But maybe focusing on distracting myself from feeling overwhelmed might help me cope with that disappointment.
See? Told you. You're fast.
It doesn't feel fast. It feels like I'm just stumbling in the dark.
You brilliant girl. I think the world of you.
Oh, Rosie.
Jenna, I'm going to reflect what you just said back to you, okay?
Please.
You're going to focus on distracting yourself. What might that look like?
Well, I do have to go to the career lab next week for school, and I do have a giant strength assignment that I've been avoiding.
Tell me more about avoiding it.
I guess I haven't really been in the mood to talk about my strengths.
Oh, goodness.
Okay.
That sounds torturous.
So that's not a good option for distraction then. What else?
Oh, Attie said that Wesley's office might need some help with editing her campaign speeches.
Oh, speaking of torture.
Oh. I like it. Ever since I found words, I feel like I can't get enough of them. Words like protected and statute and intelligence, like prevaricator and magnanimous. Amazing words that have clear meanings that connect us and help us share difficult truths with each other and create wonderful inventions and thought with collaborators. But maybe I should focus on distracting myself.
Jenna, that was a fine example of distracting. I think you might have a future in words.
That was stunning, Jenna. Truly breathtaking.
I do love words. And I think you're right, Truman. Maybe words can distract me from the overwhelm.
The proof is here. I'm getting that wave of purpose.
Yeah.
What do you want to keep in mind from here, Jenna?
And?
And?
Yeah. I can feel disappointed, and I can look for ways to distract myself from feeling overwhelmed.
Now you've taught me something.
Yeah?
And I think you're great, and I want to take you to lunch.
Okay, let's do that.
Jenna, would you be all right if I came to the trial tomorrow?
Really?
Can I come too?
Yeah, I'd like that.
Can I ask Julia to come too? And Attie?
For real?
You're not alone, kid. It's time you knew that in your bones. This is Haven, and we don't let abusers have the final say here.
Is there a word for feeling completely supported?
Yes.
What is it?
Go ahead.
Reclaimer. Reclaimers feel supported, and reclaimers support one another. That's what it means to be a part of the Haven.
Maybe...
What?
What if the overwhelm was caused by my feeling isolated?
What makes you say that?
I don't feel overwhelmed. I feel empowered.
That's how it's supposed to be. That's what we're here to do.
Thank you.
All right. You two have fun at lunch, and I'll meet you tomorrow just outside the courtroom.
See you then.
Hey, it's Persy and Pheeny here. What you've just heard is a work of fiction, but we know that many listeners are living in a world of pain that isn't fictional at all.
At the end of every episode, we're going to include an appendix of sorts. Some things we hope will serve those who live with a reality of fear and pain every day.
First, we want to let you know about our website, www.empowering.tools, where we keep an ongoing list of books, websites, hotlines, and many other resources for victims and survivors of toxic relationships.
Second, we love to hear from you. If you'd like to share your story with us or let us know how the episode impacted you, we'd love for you to reach out. These are deeply emotional things, and we want to give you a chance to share. We're a small team, so an in-depth response isn't always possible, but we do read every message we receive.
Third, if you're in crisis or you need to find an immediate way out, please call 800-799-7233 for the National Domestic Abuse Hotline. If your abuser is a parent or a non-romantic relationship, there are other resources we've listed on the website that are just for you.
A reminder, emotional violence is still violence. You don't need to have bruises on your body to deserve help, and it's okay to feel what you're feeling when you call.
Fourth, be safe. For some, getting out will take planning and time. If you know you need help, do what you need in order to safely get away.
Lastly, we know how difficult it can be to believe there's hope on the other side of a toxic relationship.
Many on our team know the devastatingly difficult steps it takes to get away from an abusive predator.
But there is hope. You don't have to do it alone. If you don't have supportive family or friends, you can still find support at the hotlines we mentioned earlier or at a local hospital or shelter.
Thousands of survivors have made it out. Getting out and reclaiming your freedom can be your story.
We believe in you.
We believe in your future.
And we believe in your right to that freedom.